Twin flame sex has specific properties. It can heal you. They will touch you exactly in those areas in such a way that it gives you the ultimate impetus to heal your sexuality. 3 areas in which they will sexually heal you. 1. Your identity. The first thing that they will heal sexually with you is that you are who you are and you're not the one you're not. And that may sound almost like too simple, but it's really like that. Twin flames are like the incorporation of the whole idea of sexuality, isn't it? It's your ultimate lover. You will have, of course, the ultimate sex with them. It will be ultimately the best physical, emotional, heart-based experience that you can imagine. And that is what they are about. And that is why you will become your true identity, that is the most yourself, the ultimate self, your ultimate identity, your creative identity, your divine identity, who you truly are. Not even authentic, but in a divine light. Authentic is often like, yeah, I'm authentic because I acknowledge that I'm angry, and that makes me authentic regarding to my emotions. Okay, that's good. But there is so much more in your divine identity, and that's what they represent for you. So they will awaken that inside of you with their beingness, with their sexual nature to you, and the sexual relationship they have towards you, even by being, not even by touching you, but by being there, by being who they are to you. Your identity is a very sexual thing. Think about how you came into this earth. You came here, everyone came here through a sexual way, as a body, that is to say. And everyone experiences a deep desire for something that fulfills them, whatever they think that is. It doesn't even need to be twin flames, it can be something else for someone else. It is, everyone has a deep desire for something that fulfills them, and that is a sexual thing that people experience. Being on this earth is a sexual thing, and you can't deny that. It is in every part of you, in every cell of you is incorporated that you are a sexual being, and your true twin flame is the ultimate expression of that, even for who they are. They don't even need to touch you for that, for being that for you, in relationship for you. And again, they call forth out of you your ultimate identity, who you truly are. And they will heal you thus into who you truly are. They can also do that by touching you, for sure, because then you will start to understand from this touch how you truly feel, what is truly desirable about you, what is truly the idea behind touch and feel good as a sexual idea, as a divine idea. So this will all be coming awakened inside of you and rising up inside of you to the surface for other people eventually also to see, for the light to reflect. And that is also an identity thing, that you become yourself and you become visible as yourself for other people to see. That's also a sexual element. It's not for nothing that we have beauty very much connected to sexuality, looking beautiful on your first date, erotic photo shots, to, I don't know, have something beautiful with a wink and a smile to present to your lover. Your identity as the true twin flame of your twin flame. That's what we're talking about here. And also as distinct from your false twin flame or being the false twin flame to your false twin flame, isn't it? Because that's not who you are. I distinctly remember that I was still believing in a false twin flame when my true twin flame came to me and we had a sexual encounter. We touched each other sexually. And that gave me the distinctive impression that this was who I was. This was my true identity. This made me feel like I was loved and not whatever the false twin flame ever had done to me in all these years. And this broke up that whole mirror palace of illusions that was built out of false twin flames for many years for me. And through that true mirror, I could now see who I really was. For me, one of the point was, and maybe this is for you too, this is not uncommon in this question, was that I didn't believe that I deserved such a beautiful man because I actually knew my twin flame already for 30 years. But I just didn't believe that he could be that one for me, that I could truly point out and be sure of, because that was just too good to be true. I didn't deserve that because I had been raised with incredibly low thinking of myself. That's what I needed to think because I was fed all these ideas every day, all day long, by hearing them from my parents that I was worthless. I did every single thing wrong, and everything that came out of me was ridiculous. So, or it was for them to consume and not for you to be in your own autonomous self and to be treated with respect. So I had an incredibly low self-esteem. I didn't even know what that was. And I also thought it was normal because when you're raised like that, that is your norm because that's what raising is. But through meeting my true twin flame again at that specific time and allowing for the experience of something sexual in my experiential field with him inside of it, I now suddenly was completely overwhelmed with the energy of that it all was true, that self-esteem was true, that love and beauty and feeling good and being respected was all true. Well, for us, there was also a lot of work in boundaries and respect and autonomy and etc. that we were going to work out from that little bit of a messy situation, me still believing in this 12 false twin flame, but being with him in some way and opening up in a little bit of a way that would, when you look at, like old-fashioned relationship boundaries, perhaps not be something you would cross. But it happened anyway, because this was my true lover. So no boundaries were crossed at the very same time. But that needed to be worked out, and we worked that out later. But through that essential sexual energy being put forward, we could finally recognize each other as each other's full lovers, lovers of each other's identity completely and utterly. Sexual energy is really what you are on the physical plane And spirituality is needing to come through on the physical plane for it to really be something that is valuable to your life right now and that is valuable to your twin flame journey in the now. So that is why your sexual energy is so important to sort of combust and come forward and be allowed to come forward to experience who you truly are in the light of your true twin flame. And this is how they heal your identity. 2, they heal your beliefs about love. You see, I believed that love was something to do with being controlled and controlling other people, because that is what I had learned as a child. You needed to comply through coercion. As a child to the parents. And the parents, they sadistically abused each other. And that was supposed to look like love. And we needed to do as if all of this was a loving family with correct interpersonal relationships between the parents and the children and the children towards each other. But that wasn't so, because outside of that family, that was never really true. And when you look at when I came into connection with my first spiritual teacher and the community that we had there, in the light of true spiritually correct relating, that was absolutely not right. It was very much not the way to live. But it was stuck in my brain development nevertheless, and I was pretty much brainwashed with these ideas. Being brainwashed is very hard to get it out of you, but it is doable. You could see it also as a trauma. And that trauma is thus very much ingrained in your nervous system, in your brain structure. But you can work through it. It's just a harder part that you would need to have some guidance for from a teacher with experience. These were some beliefs that I had about love, that it always was needing to be about feeling unfree, feeling coerced, coercing yourself, being used, using yourself, feeling psychologically raped. And that was the norm, and that was what I attracted. And those were the false twin flame kind of relationships that were around me when my soul was still figuring this out, what the heck this all was, while understanding that I got sort of the same thing all the time, but what to do. Well, what to do is to do your actual inner work. That is, what arises, turn it around and love it completely. We do that with the 4-step tool key. And this key is really something to turn around so the door opens for you to true divine love. And what you do by answering these 4 questions all the time for yourself is you transform your feeling space into an alignment with divine love. And you can do that with lighter questions and with heavy questions too. With situations that you cannot seem to break through, you can do it in that situation too. It just asks from you a little bit more of commitment and a little bit deeper of belief and more persistence and patience, and then you will be able to do it. Maybe for you, beliefs about love were a little bit different, but I bet they're not aligned fully with divine love, because when they would be aligned with divine love, you would right now be in harmonious twin flame union with your true twin flame forever after. And you're not, because you're watching this video, you see. I came into this state of consciousness on March 23, 2020. And I took some time to let it sink in. So that was important to me. And I also got further initiated into the teachership, in which I, by the way, at first was kind of reluctant to bring it out because, yeah, I don't know, because of many reasons. Yeah. But, also those reasons, you can heal them. And I did that. And I do that every day now. And that's how I can talk to you right now. So I'm happy that we meet. Hello, I'm Petra. Your beliefs about love are pretty much your beliefs about relationship. And we are now relating also, by the way, you, the watcher, and me, the one talking in this video. That is also your belief about love. Do you let in what I say or do you not receive it at all? Yeah. But they do heal your beliefs about love. When I was sexually touched by my twin flame, something started to change inside of me. And I started to see that I was deserving of a real touch, of an actual sexual feeling, of a mature, independent, grown up sexual relationship that was about the love and passion between him and me, and not about a way to calm your nerves while using another, or a way to relax a sense of a sexual energy that is geared up too much because of an injury that it has in itself, so that it is blown up too much all day long, all the time. I started to believe that there was a way to be mature and real about love within a sexual connection, instead of it sticking in a adolescent way of dating the other sex because of wanting something that is not matured in a desire that becomes a longing, that becomes a making come true with all that you are. But a wanting to run over something and conquer something, that is like the sort of an adolescent way. But there was another way, there was a mature way, and this awakened me to it. This healed my beliefs about love and sexuality, that sex could be about love, which I also never learned as a child. I wrote a whole book about that. You will see that one day. But I'm now talking about a Dutch novel, so that'll be difficult for English-speaking audience, but okay. You will see that one day because I do have in development a sexual healing course for twin flames. Your beliefs about love will be changed by the sexual touch of your twin flame, because now you understand that sexuality has to take place ideally and divinely in the context of a sacred relationship, the sacred relationship of the true twin flame. And you will feel that you have never been sexually touched before. A whole new world will open for you. And it is true, you have not been sexually touched for real until you are sexual with your twin flame. This is a new chapter. It's further, this step is further reaching than only a step from adolescent to matured love. It is further reaching than a traumatized sexuality, because I was traumatized in my sexuality, in my childhood as well, because I was being gone over my physical and sexual boundaries consistently throughout my 18 years that were the first that I was on the earth by the people of my family that would need to be, the ones you would actually need to trust. So, and that causes this feeling of a disruption in your pure sexual energy in your body, in your energy body, and it creates something distorted, something overdone, what I just also talked about, like an overdone sexual feeling. And healing that is important, but even that is not yet what is meant with this sexual, loving, sacred relationship with your true twin flame. When that starts, you will see that it is something else, even than the matured love that comes after the adolescent love, and different than even the healed sexuality after the broken into sexual assault history that had broken your sexual energy nature. And the healing of that, it's just a whole new layer of love that comes into you, into your life. Yeah, into you, into your life. And your beliefs about love completely and utterly change, because there's not only an opening of that a true emotional sexual safety exists, but there is a step beyond that you're entering now. The step beyond that is that however they touch you, whatever they touch, will light a fire of sexual healing inside of your energy body that will go like a fire to all the places in your energy field that need purification. That's what happened for me. I know he had touched me sexually, and that's where a whole autonomous process began to move through my energy body and began to work on me with a sort of a fiery nature to heal me everywhere. Heal my boundaries that were broken. Heal my physical body. Start to heal definitively my digestion, my digestive system. I started to physically heal a fungus that was living in my toenails. This took me over 3 years, by the way, gradually, which had a lot to do with the need to ground and, the need to find a home inside of yourself on this earth, to accept and to come home inside of your soul, right here where you are now, in your sacred union, on the earth. That's what they call heaven on earth, you see? That's why they call it that. But this whole fire was really coming from him having touched me, my body, in a sexual way, which in the end is in a loving way. That's what it means. And is truly changed my entire outlook on what love is. I really believe that love was perhaps healing into a more mature way of loving psychologically, but not this. I perhaps believe that it could mean that I would eventually heal more of all the sexual assault in my past, but not this. This was a totally new unfolding of something that I never expected was even possible. My beliefs about love are revolutionized. And it grows into that everything becomes about it. And that is how we get to number 3. They will sexually heal you in your sexual nature. Your sexual nature is about everything. It is about how you deal with your hair and your skin and your way of dressing, the colors that you wear, the jewelry that you love, the background that you like, the lighting, the house, the way you deal with sleeping and waking, the way you deal with your food, what you eat, how you eat, the atmosphere that you create around your meals. It is about what you love to do to share with other people about your mission, about your daily work. It is about how you love to create your family and how you like to spend your holidays together. It is about all these daily life, work, leisure, health, body, energy, relationship areas. All of that is actually sexual of nature because you are here as a spiritual twin flame living sexually on the earth. And everything that you two touch now in your sacred union, in harmonious union, is being touched by that revolutionary new energy, and everything is transformed by that. So they heal and change your sexual nature, which is the nature of everything in and around you that you also meet other people with. So other people will, through that, also taste from your togetherness, from your sexual energy that you just safely, in a literal sense, spend behind closed doors and enjoy in a way that you love, which is entirely between the two of you. But in a broader sense, in a deeper sense, in the energy sense, it's in everything that you exude in all the other fields of life, in the daily life, in the meeting each other life, in the mission life. And that is where you meet other people, and you meet other people also from that energy out, because it permeates actually everything that you are, because it is what you are. They heal your sexual nature. And wouldn't it be beautiful to start there for a healing modality? Now, I'm also preparing that in the Abundance Now course, so stay tuned, because you can approach, all these areas of life from a tangible sacred sexuality standpoint and start to work from there to feel good about it on that vibration that we're talking about. And that is also how you can support your twin flame journey and the result that you will have. And I love that. I think this is really an essential part of life or approach of life. And it is awakened by the twin flame. And I am so beyond grateful for that. It is, there are no words that can truly express the beauty of that. And it is really something to, that makes you cry. But I know that some might be afraid of their twin flame being of another sexual orientation, which is a related but little bit different kind of an issue. And for that question, I did make another video that will bring you clarity. And I will talk about that in a few seconds. Here, your video will appear, and I will see you there. Bye bye.